Hey, Wagwan people, Crypto Yardy representing, and we in the house, so let's jump into this one. But before I show you some screenshots of what was happening in the Discord this morning, why some people were creating FUD, because people sometimes when they see like the pot is not moving, like for a couple of hours, or even for a half a day, they get worried. So I think a lot of these people, they're not looking at the bigger picture. And the next thing I also want to tell you is something that Manso said, which may give you guys an idea or an inkling or just an understanding of what's going on when it comes to when the Fomo3D short scam is coming out. I mean, the screenshot probably won't tell you exactly, probably won't give you an idea exactly when, but at least it will give you a bit of understanding like it did for me. But yeah, before I tell you that, guys, I have to tell you about Fomo3D interrupting our sleep pattern. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but for me, on my days, so I must have went to bed probably 10:30 p.m, 11 p.m, and you know, sometimes when you turn but you're still asleep and you go straight back to bed, even if you are awake or aware, you still go back straight to bed. That happened to me about 2:30 this morning, and as I did that, my mind just went on Fomo3D, and then like for another 3 minutes or so, I was like, why am I not falling asleep? And I was like, I refuse to look at my phone. I'm definitely going to fall asleep. And about 2 minutes passed and I couldn't. I was like, I'm going to have to check my phone. So I checked it, looked, and I also went into the Discord, and then obviously I'm awake now. So I had to come to the front room, got out of bed, come to the front room, said, let me watch a few YouTube videos. Did so, but then it was like 4 a.m. and I was like, I need to get some sleep because I need to get out of the house by 6:15 or so. So I went back in the bedroom, forced myself into bed. I was there like for half an hour. Luckily, I did get to fall asleep eventually. So, and you know, sometimes when you get those short naps, they sometimes seem to energize you. So that seemed to have worked for me, even though right now, I mean, what? It's going to be 7 hours later, I'm feeling tired, and that's because I didn't get enough hours sleeping. So, hey man, let me know if it's interrupting your sleep pattern, or if Fomo3D has now become our new black folio app where we can't stop checking what's going on the site. But yeah, so let's go through these screenshots and all, and a bit of FUD that was created, and also what Manso had said, which would give you an idea of when Fomo3D is coming out. So this person here called Fog, he said hopefully we hit 900 plus ETH today. And so this is the guy with him and someone else. I think like someone else is called Masout, yeah. But this guy here, Jimmy, he's the one that started it. He's like, lucky if we hit 850, because this guy is actually saying, hey, hopefully, you get me, this guy is already very negative. He's saying lucky if we hit 850, and the reason why he's already negative is because he's seen like probably 12 or so hours that's passed and he's not get the dividends that we are used to, which is just, hey, it shows how spoiled you guys are, and how can you be long-term investors if you're that worried, if you're not sure about it. If you're sure about this project, hey, you got no worries. But anyway, let's scroll down. So this one is saying 4.5% chance, bet you'll get it assuming you try. Alright, so that's not amazing first week, to be honest. So that's what Fog's saying. But this guy's saying, so someone had asked like how much was their dividends, or how much have you earned in dividends, just generally asking the chat. And Jimmy again has gone and says, not good garden, only about $5. Fog is trying to stay optimistic, saying gas slowed it down. Hopefully we get the momentum going again this week. So Manso came in, and this was after a bit more rubbish by that Jimmy. Manso came in and said, traditionally Mondays have been slow when it comes to P3D, F3D traffic. Give it some time. And that's why I'm wondering as well. Well, I know that a lot of these people are new people, which is good. So we are bringing in new people, so they wouldn't have known this. And they wouldn't even have known not to be stressing it. Because as we see for when it came to P3D, it started off really slowly, and then it just boom and went off on that rise. So anyway, so yo, this is the other one that was flooding. So Masot is like, we are effed. I burned $200 in this shit. We will maybe get to 1,000 ETH in pot. So the guy is saying, hey, we're not going to get to more than 1,000, and that's if we're lucky. This is Masood. Him and Jimmy, they did their teaming up and they combined. And Jimmy said, I burned about $1,000. I hope the winner will enjoy them. So Fog, ever the optimist, saying 1 week in, little early to cry, no? Masood is saying, yeah, but that's him replying to Jimmy, who said, hey, he's burnt his $1,000. Like, really, guys? And you can see Mansour replying, and he says, you all must be new to this, which is exactly. Jimmy says, no, Mansour, I'm old enough that I fought in the Clone Wars. So obviously you've been around for a while, and yet still you're here worrying and fretting and frauding. It says shields are literally at its highest. That's what Masood is saying now, because he's saying, hey, basically there's so much shield going on, and the ETH in the pot has now stagnated. That's what he's saying. So he's probably saying, hey, this is the highest the shilling is going to get, which is ridiculous. It's going to get way higher than this. But this is his thinking that, hey, there's so much shilling and still nothing's happening. I need to get through this quickly. You know, let's try and find the important one. So this Jimmy saying, reinvesting doesn't make sense. Get in and then withdraw as fast as possible. And it isn't investing, it's gambling. So it's just from other people that are trying to calm him down and tell Jimmy, like, listen, you're overdoing it, man. No need to worry as much as you are. You see, Mansour is saying you can look at P3D as an example. Took a couple of weeks to get to 20 ETH. Wow, 20 ETH in the contract and 60 ETH in volume, but it did get there. I'm confident that F3D will be the same. So Masood again is saying that Jimbo, so now he's replying to his newfound pal, enjoy my money, pal. I will get 30% back. Like, come on, calm down, will ya? So he said, no FOMO without 40, you won't get your money back in dividends, so you will have to try to win the pot. Man, so, alright, so what have I done here? Alright, so I've doubled, sent that. But anyways, let's go back to another one that it says, I've seen all sorts of contracts come and go. I can assure you that there's at least tens, if not 100 people ready to compete for the pot. Because of that reason, F3D long will likely go on for many months, if not years. So you're hearing this from our lead devs, guys, that F3D is gonna last for many months, if not years. It says it's designed around a psychological snowball mechanic. The higher the pot, the more attention it garners, and thus the higher the pot gets, and infinitum. Now realize it's only been out for a week, literally about 7 days. It's way too early to prematurely determine, oh my god, no volume, after a hectic weekend with rampant gas abuse. Right, let's see. And he continues to say, rest assured, we've been theorizing and modeling this game for many months. It's been designed to go viral the longer the game goes on. Judging from what its current success, I can safely say it's smooth sailing from here on out. I don't see this failing anymore. We've far past that stage. I'm not going to say anything that the footers are saying. I'm just going to go to what Mansour is saying, because you guys get the gist of what these guys was going on with and how worried and scared they were. So Mansour continued to say, unless you think there's literally no one that will say yes to $500,000 US for a small price of a couple of cents. The reason why I screenshot these was because some of them had something that I thought you guys would find interesting. And yeah, I know I must not have a life to be taking screenshots and then posting and making YouTube videos of it. But hey man, I'm a YouTuber. These are the things we have to do. You can call it research or whatever. So I think it's some weird guide that I need to read. It says, I mean, even if one key would somehow end up being like 10k, I'm sure many gambling addicts, millionaires, would still be willing to pay. LOL. At some point, the game will change from getting divvies to getting the pot, which will change the whole psychology of buying. Then you see Mansour. So Mansour is replying to that further. Says there will be serious players. Oh yeah, and I think what he has said is that, I think he's replying to to the part where you're saying the pot, you're just gonna be playing for the pot. Yeah, that's what he was replying to. You're just gonna be playing for the pot and no dividends anymore. So Manso say there will be serious players who will not let a few times get in their way. Everyone knows that the pot is guaranteed to be rewarded to someone. It's just a matter of attaining the lead. It's that easy. There's no lottery that's easier or more convenient to win than this one. It's a whale's wet dream, a gambler's vice, and an investor's opportunity. So, hey man, we all are one of these three things. We're either a whale, or a gambler, or a investor. And if I'm an investor, this is an opportunity. If you're a gambler, this is your vice. And if you're a whale, hey man, this is your wet dream. So go and knock one out. So once again, I'm double sending. So Masoud is like, alright, so I've double sent again. So let's move on to the other one. Is at some point the game will change from getting divvies to getting the pot. I sent those ones already in it. Serious, I should have looked on this. Alright, so there will be serious. Alright, so Manso goes on again to say round 2 will not occur for a long time, but when it does, 10% of this round's pot will automatically transfer to the second round. F3D will never die. That's why P3D is a good choice now before the price rockets. So I hope you guys are paying attention here, because everything Manso is saying is what I've been thinking but not be able to articulate or put in words as well as he is doing. So let me read that again for you. Round 2 will not occur for a long time. So for those of you that are thinking, hey, it's too late to get in, I'm gonna wait for round 2 to start, you've got a long way to go. And as usual, hey, you know what I always say, guys, it's not too what? Yeah, but it's not too late, man. So he's saying, and then the other important bit is that's why P3D is a good choice now before the price rockets. And hey, the link for P3D is also in the description of my video, guys, and also in the comment section. And I think if you own one, you should own both. And if you can only own one for the time being, then go ahead and play Fomo3D, since it's paying out way more dividends in percentage right now. And then if I was you, I'd take that dividends and invest it into P3D. And so anyway, Jimmy went on to say one thing that could make the game better: a small side pot going to a real lottery where the reward gets bigger and bigger and every key bought is a ticket. So finally it's making a bit of sense there. But hey, I think the devs have already got whatever they need covered. Manso goes on to say there's always incentive to buy more keys. Imagine you are a contender for the pot, but there's only 5 minutes on the timer left and you need to be gone for 24 hours. It makes sense in that scenario to buy enough keys to extend the timer more than single key purchases. Oh, and guys, I should also tell you that, hey man, remember yesterday my video saying, hey, am I gonna reinvest or not? Yeah, I did reinvest. I just like, hey man, and I went ahead and I reinvest. So now I've got even more than I had yesterday. And that's because, as I said, I just believe that the game is going to last long enough, and the more I've got right now is the more dividends I'll be able to gain. So that's why I've gone and reinvested. And I've also made reinvest my P3D, and I've even bought more P3D. This is how much I believe in these two projects. Many fingers by Manso. All zero-sum games have winners and losers. This is no different. It is just that there's always incentive to pick any one action. It just depends completely on the strategy the player is. You know what, guys? We are aware of the momentum. Alright, so this is when someone asks, what the other thing is, ETH in F3D is locked until round 1 ends. So it's not like P3D that people can panic, sell out to the pot. It's only getting bigger and bigger. Wait, I need to say, when FOMO short, oh yeah, when FOMO short, I think you should delay it for a few months, as FOMO long may lose traction. And Manso went ahead and says, we are aware of the momentum conflict and short have, and will be deliberately and carefully planning the short F3D variant. No worries, we are aware of the pros and cons. Alright, let me stop this video here and come back to you guys. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. This software only gives me 15 minutes because it's the free version, and I like it like that because it makes me keep my video my videos short. I mean, this one isn't short, but only because I think that Manso is saying important stuff that a lot of you should want to hear, and also to just calm some people, calm their nerves if they're worried about ETH not entering the contract for a few hours or a half a day or even for a day. Just don't be worried. Get me? Oh, and something else, I should thank the person that used my master link, my master node, my referral link, however we want to call it, because I got a bigger than usual, what do we call it, like an exit scam, bad advice. Yeah, I got a bigger than usual dividends coming from someone who used my referral link. So thank you to that person if you're watching, and it encourages me. You see me? It encourages. I should think it encourages any YouTuber to continue to make videos. I mean, I make these videos because I enjoy it and because I want to get people involved in the game as well. And the fact that I'm making dividends, I'm seeing money from my investment, that just gives me the impetus to go ahead and make more videos. And as I said, man, Fomo3D is bringing me so much joy, so it's not a problem. Even if I wasn't getting these referral commissions, as we used to call them in the lending space, I would still be making these videos because it's a hobby as well, so it's not a problem. Alright, so let's go on. Alright, so this is an important bit that we need to read out because Manso replied, and this is by Blacks in Bitcoin. His question was, is the rumor that F3D Quick is going to be released once gas is less than 3 Gwei? So let's go down and see what else. I mean, even if one key would somehow end up being like 10k, I'm sure many gambling addicts, millionaires. So this is another double send that I've sent to myself. Alright then. Did I do that already? Alright, so this is an important question as well, like this guy. But what if the rate at which new ETH is mined always, so this is some weird guy, and he's some weird guy, and he's always asks brilliant questions, which shows, yeah, that he knows what's happening, he's clued up. So he's asking Manso, but what if the rate at which new ETH is mined is practically always higher than the required ETH to make the game continue? Wouldn't it mean that 1, the game will never finish, and 2, the value of ETH might not even be impacted due to scarcity? Manso has replied to him and said this would only matter if all the mining pools play Fomo3D forever, and even then, given enough time, key prices will exceed the block rewards. So basically, don't worry about that some weird guy. I honestly don't see how it ends, and in the meantime, Davey says Blacks in Bitcoin. Man says saying, I'm not too worried about it not ending. It will at some point. Question is how and when. Someone is saying not this year, it's not ending this year. Anything else, man? So it says, more interestingly, how many of you will be here when the exit scam finally occurs? It says, well, Armitage is gone and says the P3D Strong Hands crew have a proven track record of tenacity. My money is on one of them being around when the dust settles on round 1. Manso goes on to say, well, for all those that have the patience to stick through, the second round of F3D will be even more absurd and profitable. Where was it? I'm gonna have to find this bit by Manso. Oh, so it's saying there are people who want round 1 to go on forever, and there are people who want it to end as soon as possible. Armitage is saying, so short round will be having an ICO phase. Do we know if that's the case? Manso has continued from his previous comment saying, fortunately we have something for both of you. So for those of us who want the game to end, and for those of us who want to go on, hey, our devs, our brilliant devs who are always thinking ahead of us, man, is saying fortunately they do have something for those of us, for both of us. For anyone that wants the game to go on, or for one that wants the games to end. So this is where he answers the question about when will Fomo3D will it be released now that gas is low, or when gas gets a little bit lower, and he says gas does play a role in our planned release for short Fomo3D, but it's not the only factor. And when I see this, I was like, what? I mean, it's only a 2-word sentence here, guys, and it's what I'm going to title my video as. But because I was thinking, hey, we only needed gas to go down, and gas was low today, or it is low today. And it would probably be low enough for what they wanted. But now he's gone and he's saying it's not the only factor. He didn't give us a clue or anything as to what the other factor would have been, or the other factors. But it's definitely not just the gas. And once again, this should give you more reason right now to even go and reinvest in long. Well, for me, I was like, hey, should I reinvest some more after seeing this? Because you guys would have known that I'm trying to save up some of my ETH for the short game. But hey, because it's not only the gas which is going to play a role, it might take even longer, even if the gas was to go down. So he goes on to say, F3D long for the long haul. Well, I think he's replying to someone, so he's gone completely from that original question of how long till F3D. So he's going to say F3D for the long haul and F3D short for shit. I gotta get in early every other week, forever repeated. So he's saying, hey, he's expecting F3D short to last a maximum of 2 weeks. Get me? So for the long haul, you should hold some F3D as well. For the long F3D, you should hold. When do you think fast FOMO will be released? Anyway, it says correct. They will run alongside each other. Yes, so the person that asks, are both games going to be running? And I should bear in mind that a lot of these people are new. So sometimes I do say, how come you don't know that? Yeah, both games are going to be running alongside each other. Because yes, they both will. And Armitage went and let that person know that the long and short don't rely on each other. They got different dynamics. Manso goes on to say, in fact, 1% of all the funds in F3D long are being used to seed F3D short automatically. So F3D short will always be played and remain profitable. Guys, I think these are very, very important things that he's saying. If you guys want to know what's happening and want to know what strategy to use, and just to know what's happening with our games. It says depends on various circumstances. Just check this Discord group every day. It will be shown here first. Oh yeah, so it was for another person who was asking when do you think FOMO quick mode will come out? And he's saying depends on various circumstances. Just check this Discord group every day. It will be shown here first. So we don't know. It could be today. It could be tomorrow. It could be next week. As he's saying, there are certain circumstances that need to be met. But yeah, people, that's what I've got for you right now. There is more, but hey man, the video's already gone longer than it needed to be. But I think you know get what I was trying to portray to you guys, since hey, this is what we're supposed to be doing as YouTubers. Alright people, Crypto Yard representing, and we are out here. Zimmy, boy.